It's the first official show of the 2022-2023 school year.
I'm Sydney.
And I'm Bella.
Today is September 8th.
And we're going to kick it off with Club Corner.
Rising Ravens is looking for people to join this year.
Rising Ravens offers tutoring, study skills and note-taking, time management, advanced reading and comprehension strategies, college writing tips, choosing a college, self-care, and community service hours.
They are also looking for tutors, so if you'd like to become a tutor, scan the QR code or ask Ms. Carper any questions in the library.
In case you missed it, we had Club Rush last week, and there are plenty of amazing clubs that you can join.
And if you would like to create your own club, all you have to do is talk to Mr. Ortega in room 141B.
That's all for Club Corner.
And now we're going to throw it over to Maya,
so she can tell us all about the JROTC store.
Hey Ravens! If you're interested in getting some snacks during lunch, check out our JROTC store.
We open Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays from 12:15 to 12:45.
And Wednesday and Thursday at 11:50 to 12:20. And we're located at 153.
Here are some of the snacks you can get for $1.50 or $1.50.
If you're feeling hungry throughout the day
and you want a delicious treat,
go to the JROTC store.
And now we have a report about the fall play.
Good morning, Ravens. This is Julia Troyzine with an update on South High School's student theater production of The King in Yellow. Earlier this week, the Raven Report received a strange brown envelope in our school mailbox. The envelope contained a letter appealing to Dr. Rinaldi to cancel the fall play and a note urgently asking the Raven Report to warn the South community of the dangers it will face if the production is allowed to go forward. Jonathan Xavier Word, PhD, professor of medieval metaphysics at Miskatonic University in Massachusetts, wrote, Dr. Rinaldi, it has recently come to my attention that you intend to stage a production of The King in Yellow at your school. Do not do so, I implore you. This play is more than a play. It is a gateway to madness. The letter goes on to reference the burning of the theater in Italy last year, as well as a murder case in Louisiana in 2014 with ties to the play. He further implies that the play's curse actually played a role in such notorious disasters as the San Francisco earthquake in 1906, the Chicago fire of 1871, and the Ripper murders in London in 1888, as well as the burning of Rome in the year 64 AD. When asked about these warnings, Dr. Rinaldi completely dismissed them, saying, "That's utterly absurd," before storming away down the hall. South High School and the Raven Report are committed to keeping Ravens safe no matter what. Therefore, the Raven Report has its best reporters investigating these allegations, and we will keep you informed. But as of today, the casting and staging of The King in Yellow is going forward as planned. Tune in next week for any updates that may come to light.
Thank you so much for that report, and we will be sure to keep you updated on this matter.
Hey, did you know that there's a Japan trip?
Yeah, they set that up last year.
Well, there's a meeting about it on September 21st at 5:30 in room 303.
Be there! And now to sports.
Thanks, Bella and Sydney. Welcome to sports. I'm Julia.
And I'm Caroline. What should we kick it off with?
I think we should kick it off with cross country.
Here we are, we're at the Ravens Invitational Cross Country Tournament. We got 40 teams from all across Colorado here today, and today we're gonna watch some Ravens run to victory, baby. Let's go. In the girls' varsity race, we finished 4th as a team, just ahead of Northfield. But with 5 runners scored, we tied with 137 points. We were pushed ahead by Anya Framke, beating their 6th runner to the finish line. There were tons of great individual efforts, including senior Olivia Jaquette led the team with a 28-second PR and also 1 minute and 30 seconds faster than last year at the Wash Park Invite.
It's a great day today. I'm here with first place finisher for South, Olivia. Olivia, how do you think you did today?
I was super happy. I ran a huge PR first meet of the season on a grass course, so I was excited.
Cool.
This makes her the 4th fastest individual ever for South with her time of 19:50, her first time sub 20. Layla Giroux was 3 minutes and 8 seconds faster than her last year time at the Wash Park Invite and a 1 minute and 43 second PR. She is now the 7th fastest junior ever for South. Cora Skorolski and Anya Framke ran incredibly well for the 3rd and 6th finishers for the team in their first ever high school varsity race. Cora ran the 6th fastest time ever for a South freshman, and Anya pushed us up in the team race as it came down to a tiebreaker between us and Northfield.
We did great. We had so many PRs at the first meet. I think everyone was really happy with their place. Coach Lex was super happy, so far so good.
That's great. And last but not least, how do you think the team's going to do overall this season?
I think it's going to be awesome. Everyone's been putting in the work, putting in the summer mileage, so we're ready to rock.
Cool. The girls' team race is on this Saturday at the Heritage Invite. In the boys' team race, we finished 7th overall on Saturday. Individual highlights come from Emerson Ingram, top finisher for South, running a 1 minute 2 second PR of 17:09 for the 3.1 mile course. That made Emerson the 11th fastest finished junior ever at South. A couple fun facts actually, ran over 400 miles this summer and achieved his lifelong goal of being on the Raven Report.
It was a very fast field today with the top guy getting just under 16. How do you feel personally you did?
Well, so I ran 400 miles this summer. I felt pretty confident. I was going, and then I just was like, you know what, I got this. So I just sped up a lot, passed several people. I just was like, I got this, so I just went.
All right. We know you did good today, but how do you feel that the rest of the team and Denver South did today?
Well, so far from what I've seen, I feel like we did pretty good today. Most people ran pretty fast. I think we had several other PRs.
Andrew Sands ran a 17-second PR and ran the 9th fastest sophomore race ever for South over 5K. Cyrus Campisi ran a smart yet savvy race for a 51-second PR. James Kerwin ran a 37-second PR, 57 seconds faster than his last year's Wash Park Invite. The boys can only go up from here. My boys Luke McElhaney and Ryan Ulrey were not there on Saturday due to prior commitments. Now back to the sports desk.
Cross country, good luck at your race on Saturday.
Now let's check out boys soccer. The team has had a solid beginning to the season, starting out with a 3-win and 2-loss record. Goals have been scored by Adam Landreth, Max Lindenbaum, Corey Boggs, Max Brigham, and Catcher White. Congratulations to Catcher White for being named Player of the Game against Heritage. Jeremiah Brayton was named Player of the Game against Lakewood, and Logan Ulrey took the same honors against Rampart last week. Finally, Max Brigham was named Player of the Game against Chatfield for their win on Tuesday.
Boys soccer has their next game next Tuesday at Eagle Crest.
Good luck, and go get that W.
Speaking of soccer, are you a girls soccer player and do you want to play in the Winter Soccer League?
Today after school, there will be an informational meeting in room 320. If you have any additional questions, ask Miss Marcello.
Caroline, do you know what time it is?
Yeah, it's time for
#Raha.
Our Raven Athlete of the Week is Chevelle Early, a junior on the football team.
Few student athletes at Denver South work as hard as Chevelle Early. Whether it's squatting 550 pounds or putting work into his engineering class, Chevy is always in go mode.
He also puts ample amount of time into his community service. He helps elderly families with our community service partner, A Little Help. He also helps our special education students on their field trips. So Chevy is always willing to make the community a better one.
Lastly, his attention to nutrition is impeccable. At any moment, check with him. He probably has a packet of tuna or something else high in protein to fuel his machine. Thank you, Chevelle Early, for being our #Raw.
Next time I see you, I want some tuna.
Now let's check out how the girls are doing in this season of girls volleyball.
After a rough start, girls volleyball started a winning streak, beating Frutamania in 3-1 and Fort Collins in 3-0.
Number 10, Georgie Hayes, is a force to be reckoned with at the net.
Number 6, Mason Osterloo, has added blocking skills to go with her ability to set up other players.
Number 13, Avery Bryant, is back to blocking shots and making kills.
Number 9, Megan Blanning, can be counted on in all the facets of the game.
Number 11, Addison Wolden can do everything on the court for the team.
Number 8, Juliet D helps create a very intimidating front line.
And number 3, Sofia Galambos should be one of the top servers in the game. Come support our Ravens girls volleyball team tomorrow night, home court against Chatfield at 6:30.
Be there. And now on to football.
The varsity football team is off to a great start this week with big wins on their first 2 games this season. The team beat Skyline with 45-24 last week and beat East with 55-0 on Friday. Quarterback Joe Capper leads the team with 6 passing touchdowns in just 2 games. Joe also leads the team in rushing with 302 yards and 6 more touchdowns. Capper's favorite target continues to be Rashad Caldwell, who leads the team in receiving yards with 150 to go with 4 touchdowns. CJ Moore is also potent as a receiver, catching passes for 100 yards and a touchdown. Orlando Guevara has been leading the running back, rushing for 139 yards and a touchdown. On the defensive side of the ball, the Ravens have been stellar. Jonah Burke is tied for the lead on the team in tackles, averaging 6.5 per game. Brooks Vitale is the other team leader in tackles, also with 6.5 per game. Brooks also has a sack. Right behind them is Braden Fitz at 5.5 tackles per game. Brandon also has a sack. Jamari Smith is a touchdown force on the defensive line and has recorded a sack to go with 7 tackles. 5 players have recorded interceptions for the team these past 2 games. Demaje Wells, Levi Headland, AJ Vegas, Gio Hernandez, and Will Porterfield have an interception each. On special teams, Jack Seifkes had a sack against the punter, which resulted in a touchdown on the very next play. Come out to support the team, try and get to 3-0 tomorrow night at All City Stadium against Longmont at 7 o'clock. Go Ravens!
Go support your boys' football team tomorrow night at All City.
You can buy tickets on the South website under the Athletics tab.
Of course, you can always use cash too at the door.
See ya!
See ya!
Thanks for a great sports report.
Now it's time for
Teacher Throwback Thursday.
Hey Ravens, welcome back to your favorite piece on the show, Teacher Throwback Thursday. This teacher was born in the US but lived out of the country until they were 11 years old. Did you guess it yet? This teacher seems like a twin, but she feels like she was reborn. This teacher has worked on TV and radio shows, and they've been in a few commercials that have aired nationally. Did you guess it yet? This teacher is obsessed with dresses. And the teacher of the week is Miss Lerma.
Thank you, Miss Lerma, for being our TTT.
Hey seniors, it's time to schedule your beginning of the year meeting with your Future Center advisors.
Each senior must meet with their Future Center advisors once this semester.
Please RSVP on Schoology to attend.
Now our final segment is with Julia about the Giving Grocery.
The food bank will be open to all students while school is in session every Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. All students are welcome and you don't need to register or sign up in advance. We will not be doing parent shopping days anymore. We hope that students will shop for their families.
Hi, I'm Sandra Wright. I'm a volunteer here at the Giving Grocery. I just want to talk to you about why we no longer have Parent Day at the Giving Grocery. Parent Day was only once a month, and what we found is that some students weren't coming and relying on their parents to shop. and that meant that they only got the fresh produce and groceries once a month. So eliminating Parent Day, we're hoping to encourage students to come in to shop regularly once a week to get the best access to fresh produce, fresh dairy, and all of the great things that we have to offer here at the Giving Grocery.
We have milk, eggs, meat, halal meat, fresh fruits and vegetables, bread, tortillas, personal care products, and more. If students have a reusable bag, please bring it. You will get a special snack for each bag you bring. Come check out the Giving Grocery every Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m.
Thanks, Julia, for all the information on the Giving Grocery.
Remember, it's open today after school in room 141.
That's all from us. See you next week.